Hello, and welcome to my channel. Traveling to the UK from Germany can be a little tricky if you're not familiar with the process. So in this video, I'm going to give you my top 10 tips to remember while making the journey so that you have a smooth trip. Let's get started. Number 10. Make sure you have your passport and visa ready. Before you travel to the United Kingdom from Germany, it is important to make sure that you have your passport and visa ready. Your passport should be valid for at least 6 months from the date of your planned arrival in the UK, and you will need to obtain a visa before you travel. You can apply for a visa online or at your nearest British embassy or consulate. Once you have your passport and visa, you should also make sure that you have all of the necessary travel documents, such as your travel insurance policy and return ticket. By following these simple tips, you can ensure that your travel to the UK is smooth and hassle-free. Number 9. Book your flight in advance. Most people know that it's cheaper to book flights in advance, but not everyone knows just how much of a difference it can make. For example, a recent study found that the average cost of a flight from Germany to the UK decreases by about 30 euros for every week that you book in advance. That means that if you're flexible with your travel dates, you could save a significant amount of money by simply planning your trip a few weeks ahead of time. Of course, there are always exceptions to the rule, but in general, you'll find that the earlier you book, the more money you'll save. Number 8. Pack light. Travel can be a stressful experience, especially when it comes to packing. You want to make sure you have everything you need without overpacking and having to deal with a heavy suitcase. One way to avoid this is to pack light. Choose versatile items that can be mixed and matched to create different looks. Stick to a neutral color palette so that everything can be easily paired. And don't forget to leave room in your suitcase for souvenirs. Number 7. Learn some basic phrases in English. Traveling to a foreign country can be daunting, but there are ways to make it easier. One of the most important things you can do is to learn some basic phrases in the local language. This will help you to communicate with locals and make your trip more enjoyable. In the UK, English is the predominant language spoken, so learning some basic phrases in English will go a long way. Some useful phrases to remember include please and thank you, as well as excuse me. With a few key phrases in your repertoire, you'll find that traveling to the UK is a breeze. Number 6. Research the area you'll be staying in. If you're planning a trip to the United Kingdom from Germany, there are a few things you'll need to keep in mind. First, while the UK is part of the European Union, it uses its own currency, the British pound sterling. You'll need to exchange your euros for pounds before arriving. Second, the UK has a variety of climate regions, from the cool, wet weather of Scotland to the warm, sunny summers of southeast England. Be sure to pack appropriate clothing for the location you'll be visiting. Finally, take some time to research the area you'll be staying in and plan out some activities and places to visit. Number 5. Drink plenty of water and eat healthy foods. Traveling can be an exciting adventure, but it can also take a toll on your health. To avoid getting sick while traveling, it is important to drink plenty of water and eat healthy foods. Dehydration is one of the main causes of illness while traveling, so it is important to stay hydrated by drinking water throughout the day. Eating healthy foods will also help to boost your immune system and keep you feeling energetic. While it may be tempting to indulge in unhealthy snacks while on the go, it is important to resist the temptation and make sure that you are eating nutritious meals. Before proceeding further, make sure to subscribe to the Topmost Prime and hit the bell icon for more traveling videos in the future. Number 4. Be aware of your surroundings. While traveling to the UK from Germany, it is important to be aware of your surroundings. This includes being aware of the people around you, the places you are visiting, and the things you are doing. For example, if you are in a crowded area, be aware of pickpockets and keep your belongings close to you. If you are visiting a tourist attraction, be aware of your surroundings so that you do not get lost. And if you are doing something that could be dangerous, such as swimming in a river or climbing a mountain, be sure to take the proper precautions so that you do not put yourself at risk. Number 3. Book your accommodation in advance. Traveling can be a stressful experience, especially when trying to juggle multiple tasks at once. One of the most important things to remember when planning a trip is to book your accommodation in advance. This will allow you to have peace of mind knowing that you have a place to stay, and it will also save you money. Many hotels offer discounts for early bookings, so it is always worth checking in advance. Number 2. Download offline maps of the cities you will be visiting. There are a few things to keep in mind when traveling from Germany to the UK. First, remember to download offline maps of the cities you'll be visiting. This will be extremely helpful if you find yourself without an internet connection. Second, although English is widely spoken in both countries, it's always useful to learn a few key phrases in German. This will help you communicate with locals and make your trip more enjoyable. Finally, be sure to pack for all weather conditions. The UK can be notoriously rainy, so come prepared with rain gear and comfortable shoes. Number 1. Carry enough cash to cover your expenses. When traveling to the UK from Germany, it is important to make sure you have enough cash to cover your expenses. Although most places will accept debit and credit cards, there are some places where cash is the only accepted form of payment. In addition, ATMs can be hard to find in some areas, so it is always a good idea to have some cash on hand. When withdrawing money from an ATM, be sure to choose the local currency option to avoid paying high fees. Lastly, remember that exchange rates can fluctuate, so it is a good idea to check the current rate before exchanging any money. That's all for today. When will you plan your visit to UK? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more informative and amazing videos.